If you're going to depend on your Scottish nationality to get you along, you are in deep trouble.
People with wee Loch Ness monsters on their mantelpiece. It's a load of tourist bollocks, just like the tartan.
You know, I don't have it on my passport. Occupation, Scottish, personality. But my Scottishness doesn't keep me alive. It doesn't buy my breakfast, I can assure you.
I've always liked sporrans, especially the big hairy ones. And I just wore it as a sort of up yours.
Well, that's the White Heather image gone, isn't it?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
If your biggest claim to fame is your nationality, I think you're in deep trouble.
When I did the London Palladium, I had Harry Lauder cut out with a space at his head that I put my head through. And I did keep right on till the end of the road. And then the lights went out and I stood back and the Harry Lauder went and I was standing there in my polka dot suit. And I said, I come to bury Lauder, not to praise him.
When you're part of a nation of 5 million people, it's kind of odd. You can become, very, very quickly become a professional Scot. It's the easiest trap in the world. And it can happen not only to comedians and singers, but to writers, and I'm sure Sandy would agree, to artists.
Yeah. Hearing a working class Scottish voice on national telly was like, boom, bizarre. I remember watching TV and turning it up really loudly in my mammy's wee black and white telly in Glasgow and going, that guy talks like, this is amazing. He's got the exact same accent as me.
I used to say the same about Chick Murray. He was the first person I'd heard with a Scottish accent.
Now, I have nothing against long noses. We have them in our family. They run in our family.
Chick had a profound effect on me. It really put me into gear. Because I wanted to be a comedian, I didn't know how you do it. You know, I didn't know who to ask. You don't go to the employment exchange and say, if you have any vacancies for comedians. So that did the trick. Then I just had to go and make my plan. I had to retire to my clacking, like my father before me.
What's a working class lad like you doing with a suit like that?
Do you like
Tom?
it? It's a sort of substitute for tattoos. I'm frightened to get a tattoo.
I'll never forget when class dawned on me. I was a cub. I was in the Cubs and the Scouts. When I was in the Cubs, we used to do Bob a Job Week once a year. I lived down in Partick, and I went up to Highbury Road, and I knocked on doors. And then a woman asked me, go down and get me some anthracite. There was coal that was egg-shaped. So I got that and brought it back, and she seemed quite happy with that. But I remember thinking, God, they even have different names for coal up here. They're different from us. There's comfort in it, I think, in knowing that there's people beneath you, or thinking there's people beneath you. And you see it acted out even in the working class when they look at some poor immigrant and think he's below them, and they feel quite jolly about that. I don't know, it's a pathetic affair. I've never really felt like that myself. I think it's coming from an immigrant family from Ireland has boxed it into me that I shouldn't feel like that. I've never had the temptation. It's an irrelevance.